I'm
With
looking for.
great responsibility. Wait, no.
With great. With great power.
Oh my. 3 weeks ago, I'm scrolling through TikTok and I come across this.
My Roman Empire is that pigeons were domesticated by humans 10,000 years ago only to be suddenly abandoned and deemed dirty and now can barely build their own nests because they don't know how and live around humans because that's all they know.
You know what? It's like it's like in the Hunger Games when Katniss Everdeen is like this and she's like,
I knew you were gonna do. What? My whole world, everything I knew, shattered.
Ugh.
It was like I jumped timelines.
it's like there was life before I knew about pigeons and life
Yeah.
after pigeons.
Now that we know this about pigeons, I can't go on with my life without fighting for them.
We have a responsibility.
We're here to bring justice where justice is deserved.
Yeah, think of us as Lois Lane.
Remind me?
The journalist from Superman.
Oh.
You don't know Lois Lane? She's like the most.
We are Lois.
Lane.
Lois and Lane.
People pass me in the street. They prefer I wasn't part of their city.
Yeah, it's sort of like that with my family. I'm kind of the pigeon of the house. Pigeon of the house. Pigeon of the house.
Reporting live at Dundas Square.
We've got some really important questions for you. I wouldn't want to talk to me either.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about pigeons? How about you, sir?
There's no hope.
Right here, right here. Excuse me, sir. Ma'am. Wait, they all left.
Even pigeons hate pigeons.
Hi, I'm doing a video about pigeons. Can I ask you a few questions?
Oh, Mom, I'm busy.
If I buy a hot dog, will you talk to me?
Pigeons, love or hate them?
Hate them.
A scourge on the city.
Get rid of them. They're a nuisance. Look at all the crap on the ground.
They're really dumb.
They're really ugly.
I don't really have an opinion on that.
They don't have an opinion. Why do you think people hate pigeons so much?
They're annoying.
Dumb.
Sometimes you walk and they jump up because somebody scares it and it flies at your head. They poop.
They poop. Where do they poop?
Look for yourself. You can see them, man.
Yeah, they're like spies for like governments.
You think there's a pigeon conspiracy theory where they're spies?
If you've ever seen a pigeon nest, it was so poorly constructed. It was 2 sticks and like a cigarette pack.
Do you have pigeons in Holland?
No.
No. Do you have any birds in Holland?
We're all normal birds.
Do you know that 32 pigeons were awarded medals in World War II?
Yes, I just don't care.
You don't care. How many medals have you won?
None.
10,000 years ago, humans actually domesticated them and then basically left them for dead. You guys can go now.
Got attacked by them like a week ago.
Where did they attack you?
Right outside of Oakhead.
Did you know that some pigeons can actually tell the difference between a Monet and a Picasso? Are you in art school?
I have an art school.
Please pick the Monet and please pick the Picasso.
Monet and Picasso.
No!
I think that's the Picasso and that's Monet.
Wrong.
Oh my gosh.
You are dumber than a pigeon. Sorry about it. Justice for pigeons.
Okay, so people hate pigeons, but that wasn't always the case. As the first domesticated bird, human interactions with pigeons can be traced back thousands of years. Not only were they pets and food, but also essential messengers. Before we had WhatsApp or email, we had pigeons. Pigeons have a unique homing ability, which basically means if you take a pigeon and move it far away from their nest, they'll almost always find their way back. They work almost like a GPS, with both compass and map mechanisms to guide them. Though the pigeon's incredible homing ability still remains a bit of a mystery, researchers believe they use a combination of visual and audio landmarks, the position of the sun, and even the Earth's magnetic fields for guidance. Either way, thousands of years ago, pigeons were one of our main sources of communication, with pigeon posts and airways established all across our lands. Fast forward to 18th century France, they were literally symbols of wealth and high status, not to mention the incredible war heroes they became. In the First and Second World Wars, soldiers used carrier pigeons to deliver messages back to base. During one battle on the Western Front in 1918, despite being shot down, a pigeon named Cher Ami managed to deliver a message so important it saved the lives of nearly 200 soldiers.
The pigeons we see on the street today are the feral descendants of these discarded friends. So, if pigeons are such an integral part of human history, then what's with all the hate? Part of the answer bad press. In 1960s New York, a few people came down with meningitis, which was unfairly blamed on pigeons. The New York Parks Commissioner then infamously dubbed them as rats with wings, thus beginning their bad PR streak. If you ask me, it's about time for pigeons to enter their reputation era. If we really wanted to get justice for these birds, we needed to get to the source, Lois and Lane style. Our goal was to foster a pigeon, help it feel safe, and rebuild the connection that humans and pigeons once had. We were going to prove to Toronto once and for all that they aren't rats with wings, and in fact, really interesting and loving creatures. So, where are we gonna find a foster pigeon? Okay, story time.
Last week I was at Queer Run Club and I mentioned to someone that I'm researching pigeons. Turns out he knew a friend who knew a friend named Cody who actually keeps pigeons as a hobby, and well, we called him and he was super down. So he's actually lending us a cute little baby pigeon named Cinnamon, and I'm gonna pick him up right now.
What would you do with a bird, Max? For 48 hours.
Probably just put it outside.
Cinnamon, we coming for you.
Disclaimer, before doing this, we had multiple calls with Cody to ensure that we were fully equipped to care for Cinnamon and that he would be 100% safe during his stay. If you want to foster a pigeon, or if you see a pigeon in need, reach out to a foster agency in your area to see how you can help.
Okay, let's hope this is the right house. Hi Cody, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you. I recognize him from his pictures. It's like a dating profile. I've seen him, I know all about him.
Is that 2.5 months old now?
Okay. Should we like hop in before they try to leave?
Some of the Toronto street pigeons just see some of them missing the occasional toe.
And so you set up a mirror for this pigeon right here?
Yes.
Is that because they can see themselves? That's the fact about pigeons.
Yes, they can recognize their reflection and they'll clean themselves in the mirror.
Yeah.
And he'll be pretty relaxed once you've got the wings secured. He'll wiggle a little bit, it'll be fine.
Oh, his little feather. Hi Cinnamon, you're so happy. You can just like see his little belly.
Yeah, he's still got, because he's so young, he's still got some feathers growing in. He's got a little bald spot.
We'll come back on Thursday with Cinnamon. I'll send you updates. All right, Cinnamon, let's go. We're gonna tuck you in the back here. Hey, we're gonna be best buds. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay,
Wait, I'm on. I just called an Uber. I'm coming.
Answer your FaceTime.
Wait, where is he?
Oh wait, okay. Cinnamon's right behind me, look!
Oh my god!
Cinnamon got out, and so now he's been like, look, he's so cute, but he just like is perching on I don't have his diaper on though.
I don't want to let him out. Where is he?
He's right here.
Oh my god, there's a bird in here.
No. I know. I don't know where he said. Oh no, no. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Sin. Oh my god,
We gotta get him something to perch on. Cinnamon really needs a place to perch, and he prefers high up, which is far away from us. He is perched on the Christmas lights.
The classic bird on a wire.
Bird on a wire.
Wait, you know the song, right?
No, I don't. Is that how it goes?
No. On the wire.
So he actually found the perfect spot on the top of Lucas's Christmas tree, which is very wholesome. Hey guys, we're doing a review.
Amazon small.
Bird pants.
Bird
we
pants
ordered
for
a
pigeons.
small. This is the stretch on that. You should try it. I think he's shit. As he It's on your rug.
Ew.
Day one was not going as planned.
Oh my god!
Cinnamon absolutely hated me, and this was starting to feel like a total failure.
I thought we would get on a little bit sooner.
You just have to communicate to him that he's safe.
Okay.
That he's safe.
Okay, so clearly I just woke up. It's like 7 in the morning, and there's a hawk on my balcony. It saw Cinnamon in the tree, and it came and like literally tried to get in the window.
Where's Cinnamon? Could you imagine if the hawk flew into your apartment?
What if the hawk kills me? Here's the thing, the hawk is so stuck, like I might have to call somebody. I just want to move that little bench just the tiniest little bit.
I don't know about this.
But he's terrorized my balcony.
What if Cinnamon gets out?
Oh, it's out. It's out. Oh yeah, baby, okay. Wow, look at that.
So, Cinnamon almost got eaten. Don't tell Cody.
Got some food?
It was 24 hours in, and Cinnamon hated me even more. This experiment wasn't working.
Okay. Fucking loves this goddamn tree. I have to catch it. I mean, like, it won't even... Just take some food or something, Sin.
We borrowed this pigeon to prove to the world that we could be allies, and instead, Cinnamon wasn't eating, he wasn't drinking, and I wasn't even sure I'd be able to get him into his cage to bring him back to his family. This would never happen to Katniss Everdeen. Were we about to let down the entire pigeon community? The problem with our no plan, just love me, pigeon in a pear tree approach is that pigeons don't operate like you might think. Scientists have found that the way pigeons problem solve actually matches artificial intelligence.
I did this whole thing wrong. I have to start over.
AI is programmed by humans to recognize patterns and make decisions. Studies have shown that pigeons can be trained to problem solve in the same way. With their incredible vision, a pigeon can decipher various shapes and lines, say like the ones on a Monet or a Picasso. And similar to your new puppy, treat equals good and no treat equals bad. Using this process of associative learning, and thanks to trial and error, pigeons are experts at learning from their mistakes. Not only that, but because they have 6 times more nerve cells per cubic millimeter of brain tissue, the gaps between their neurons are closer together than humans, meaning that they can actually multitask quicker and more efficiently than us. So what does this mean for me? Stop treating Cinnamon like a dumb bird and treat him like the intelligent, complex creature he is. Pigeons have incredible auditory senses. I mean, they can literally hear the movement of the tectonic plates underneath the Earth's crust. They can also recognize human faces. So, if I want Cinnamon to stop associating me with stress and anxiety, maybe it's time I try a different approach.
Cinnamon spent 36 hours in that Christmas tree. But as soon as we shifted the energy and Lucas started playing some gentle piano, we could see him actually start to relax. He was watching attentively and really listening.
Cinnamon was really perceptive, proving that he had both an intellectual and an emotional understanding of his surroundings. And hey, call me crazy, but it's almost as if we were communicating with each other through music, as if we were on the same wavelength.
Eventually, he even felt comfortable enough to leave the tree and have a snack.
He's eating. He knows he's safe.
By the end of his visit, he let us hold him and pet him and kiss him. We went from this to this in a matter of hours.
When we dropped Cinnamon back off to Cody, he mentioned something really compelling. Part of the reason pigeons find their way home is because they're returning to their mate. Pigeons pair up and create an unbreakable bond that they keep for life.
I think we need to give pigeons more credit because they can teach us to be simple and joyful.
I would like more people to show interest in pigeons beyond just them being a nuisance or a pest, because they're not. They're intelligent creatures.
All I know is that this experience totally changed my perspective. And now I want to know yours. How do you feel about pigeons?